Model Jane Hitchcock is one of the 40s-plus generation making a big career comeback. Hitchcock was one of the mature models Calvin Klein used in his fall show. He says for the 90s, there's a changing perception about beauty.
These are beautiful women, and I think it's going to be really exciting to see, because I think it's going to be just a tremendous change. Jane Hitchcock was in the show. I'm using her because she's perfect for what I'm trying to say. So women get better as they age.
Hitchcock began her career 26 years ago. She says she was the first 14-year-old to model in New York, and that she was the first American to model in Milan. She couldn't be more pleased about her comeback.
It's extremely healthy for women. It's very important for women. Why should a woman feel that life is over at 40? In fact, a woman has more knowledge and is more mature and has much more to contribute. And it's really about what we have to contribute as women, not what we look like.
But it was her ingenue look that got Hitchcock's career going in the 60s. Although modeling was a lot different back then, and getting started went something like this.
The woman there said, "Well, you want to be a model?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Well, have you got any false eyelashes?" And I said, "Well, no." And she said, "Well, have you got any wigs?" And I said, "No." She said, "Well, have you got an agent?" And I said, "No." And she said, "Well," she said, "you better get an agent."
What's the difference between modeling then and modeling now?
We got to create our own image of ourselves. We were responsible for the image that we wanted to come across.
And now it's another story.
Yeah, the designers have a much stronger idea of what they want. And the photographers today rely on the makeup and the hair people, pretty much, instead of the model to give that.
Hitchcock is married and lives in London with her husband and 21-year-old daughter. She credits photographer Stephen Meisel for her comeback and the chance to work with her daughter once in a while.
We've just done a shoot in Paris together for Eddie Jeans with Stephen Meisel, and that was great fun.
When she's in New York, Hitchcock says she always tries to make time for shopping. One of her great passions is motorcycles. Another is spending time with friends, especially some of the women she's kept in touch with throughout her career. Hitchcock says today's trend towards older models reflects an aging baby boomer population. But more importantly, it reflects the need for everyone to contribute something of value to society. How long do you think you'll go on modeling?
Well, I suppose as long as there's a need. I anticipate that the need's going to increase as this large portion of the population gets older. We'll need people to represent it at those age groups as well. And I think it's good that society is connecting all these ages together, that we should have women in their 60s or 70s as it's a part of the society.
That's model Jane Hitchcock.
Without you, I can't live my
Coming up, the fall DKNY collection.